Have you ever wondered how one man could alter the course of political thought forever? Friedrich Engels was such a man. But who was he? And how did his ideas shape the world we live in today? Born in the early 19th century, in the heart of Prussia, now known as Wuppertal, Germany, Friedrich Engels was destined to leave an indelible mark on the world. This German philosopher and social scientist would go on to co-found modern communism, alongside Karl Marx, shaping the trajectory of political and economic thought in ways still palpable today. Engels' early life was instrumental in shaping his worldview. His experiences and observations during the Industrial Revolution, particularly in England, exposed him to the harsh realities and socio-economic inequalities of his time. He witnessed firsthand the struggles of the working class, the exploitation of labor, and the vast divide between the haves and the have-nots. This was a time when the smoke of industry filled the skies and the clamor of factories echoed through cobbled streets. Workers, including children, toiled for long hours in perilous conditions for meager wages, a stark contrast to the opulent lifestyles of the industrialists and factory owners. It was these observations that ignited Engels' passion for understanding and addressing the injustices of his time. He realized that the system was inherently flawed, favoring the wealthy at the expense of the laboring masses. The seeds of his socialist ideals were sown amidst the grime and soot of the Industrial Revolution. In the early 1840s, Engels crossed paths with a man who would become his lifelong intellectual partner, Karl Marx. Together, they would embark on a journey of thought and action that would reshape political discourse and inspire social movements worldwide. These early experiences set the stage for Engels' lifelong commitment to understanding and addressing the injustices of his time. In the early 1840s, Engels crossed paths with another intellectual giant, Karl Marx. From this unlikely partnership, a new political theory was born. It was a meeting of minds that would shape a century and beyond. Engels, the son of a wealthy industrialist, and Marx, a radical journalist, might have seemed an unusual pairing, yet they were united in their shared passion for understanding and addressing the socio-economic disparities of their time. This shared passion turned into a lifelong intellectual partnership that would redefine the contours of political and economic thought. Their collaborative work laid the foundation for what we now know as Marxist theory. Together, they sought to dissect the capitalist systems that dominated their era, identifying the inherent exploitation of the working class and envisioning a new, more equitable order. Their ideas found expression in a series of seminal works, the most prominent among them being the Communist Manifesto, a groundbreaking document that called for the overthrow of capitalist systems in favor of a classless communist society. In 1848, Engels and Marx co-authored the Communist Manifesto, a work that would become a cornerstone of socialist thought. This groundbreaking document presented the principles of historical materialism, a theory that views social change as a result of material conditions rather than ideas. It called for the overthrow of capitalist systems and the establishment of a classless communist society. The manifesto became an emblem for working-class movements and laid the theoretical groundwork for subsequent Marxist thought. Engels' intellectual journey did not stop with the manifesto. He continued to delve deeper into the intricacies of capitalist exploitation and the plight of the working class. In his work, The Condition of the Working Class in England, published in 1845, he painted a vivid picture of the grim living and working conditions faced by industrial laborers. Engels highlighted the exploitation inherent in the capitalist system, where the fruits of labor are enjoyed by the few at the expense of the many. Several years later, Engels wrote Anti-Dühring, a comprehensive critique of the philosophy and economic theories of Eugen Dühring, a contemporary socialist thinker. This work offered clarity and elaboration on key Marxist concepts. It addressed a range of philosophical and economic issues, from the nature of dialectics to the critique of political economy. Engels' sharp analysis in Anti-Dühring further solidified the theoretical foundations of Marxism. Engels' writings were not just academic exercises, they were a call to arms, a rallying cry for the working class to rise against their oppressors. His works were a beacon of hope, illuminating the harsh realities of capitalist exploitation and providing a theoretical foundation for those seeking a path towards a more equitable society. Engels' passion for social justice and his commitment to the cause of the working class were unwavering. Throughout his life, he remained steadfast in his belief that a better world was possible, a world where wealth and resources were shared equitably among all members of society. Engels' writings illuminated the harsh realities of capitalist exploitation, providing a theoretical foundation for those seeking a path towards a more equitable society. Even after Marx's death, Engels remained dedicated to their shared vision, ensuring their collaborative work would continue to guide future generations. This dedication was demonstrated in Engels' painstaking work to edit and publish Marx's unfinished manuscripts. This was a labor of love and intellectual devotion, a task he undertook with the utmost seriousness to ensure that the world could fully appreciate the depth and breadth of Marx's thought. Engels wasn't just a custodian of Marx's legacy, though. He was also a formidable thinker in his own right. One of his most significant individual contributions was The Origin of the Family, Private Property, and the State. This work, published in 1884, delved into the historical development of familial and societal structures. Engels argued that private property and the state arose out of the patriarchal family structure, and that these institutions perpetuated social inequality. In this work, Engels built upon Marx's analysis of class struggle and economic systems, extending it to explore the roots of gender inequality and the societal implications of private property. Through this lens, Engels offered a critique of traditional family structures and the societal norms that arose from them. His analysis was pioneering in its time and continues to be influential in fields such as sociology, anthropology, and gender studies. While Engels' interpretations of Marxist theory faced criticism, his unwavering commitment to social justice and his intellectual rigor were undeniable. He was not just Marx's collaborator, he was also a guardian of their shared intellectual legacy, a thinker who expanded and enriched their shared theories, and a tireless advocate for the cause they both believed in. Engels' work, both as a collaborator with Marx and as an independent thinker, is a testament to his intellectual vitality and his unwavering commitment to the cause of social justice. His contributions to political economy, sociology, and the history of revolutionary movements continue to resonate today, providing valuable insights into the nature of capitalism, class struggle, and the pursuit of a more equitable society. Engels' dedication to their shared cause ensured that the ideas of Marx and himself would continue to inspire and guide political thought. But Engels was not just a philosopher and writer. He was also a revolutionary activist, directly involved in the push for social change. Engels was a man of action, not content to merely theorize about the world's injustices. He was deeply engaged in the political and social upheavals of his time, using his influence to support working-class uprisings and socialist movements. His commitment to the cause was not merely intellectual. He was on the front lines, fighting for the rights of the disenfranchised and the oppressed. A key moment in Engels' activist life was his instrumental role in the formation of the First International, an association of workers from around the globe. This organization aimed to unite laborers in their struggle for rights and social change, embodying Engels' belief in the power of solidarity and collective action. Engels' activism was fueled by his conviction that it was not enough to understand the world. The point was to change it. Engels' activism reflected his belief in the power of collective action to transform society, a belief that continues to resonate today. So, how has Friedrich Engels' work impacted modern political thought? Well, to answer that, let's first consider Engels' significant contributions. His joint efforts with Marx in authoring the Communist Manifesto laid the groundwork for Marxist theory, a school of thought that has greatly influenced political discourse worldwide. His later works expanded on these ideas, delving into the harsh realities of the working class under capitalism and further clarifying key Marxist concepts. Engels' dedication to social justice didn't end with theoretical contributions. He was also a practical activist, deeply involved in various socialist and working-class uprisings. His relentless pursuit of equality and fairness has left an indelible mark on history. Yes, Engels faced criticism. Some of his interpretations of Marxist theory have been challenged, but despite this, his influence endures. His works remain foundational texts in the study of political economy, sociology, and the history of revolutionary movements. Engels' works continue to shape discussions about capitalism, class struggle, and the pursuit of a more equitable society, proving that his ideas remain as relevant today as they were over a century ago.